and a very confident, not a reverse sweep, but gentleman sweep. He gave Shotty the first game, but then LuiisP controlled the rest of the way with ease. Now, LuiisP is certainly capable, but Nwpo has gained a lot of confidence. There's not a lot of people, you know, outside of Zen that Nwpo isn't favored against. Nwpo getting multiple resets across the field and decides to not use the final one. And why not? I mean, LuiisP has to expect him to use it. Break his way through. You guys might remember that he pushes hard in ranked a lot. That's why he had qualified for Ranked Royale, which is a tournament we ran not too long ago, in which we just took the top rated players in 1v1 and had them play against each other. LuiisP got a win in that one against Nuggets, but was low on boost. Decided to use his boost advantage for that. Nwpo pre-jumps directly behind the ball and got the save. It was kind of hard to see because he was so perfectly in line with LuiisP's camera, but he floated right where he thought the shot was going to go, and that's where it did go. Nwpo a little camera check, trying to see if LuiisP is going to try and stay on the ball, which he should have noticed that he was. Have the lead right now. Nwpo's going to go air dribble bump. LuiisP over the top of it. Might have enough boost. Not quite. Ball a bit too close as well. Not enough space to gain momentum for a power shot, but he still has Nwpo backed into net. What a quick recovery off the inside of his net. Nwpo is actually going to tie the game. Instead of jumping onto the top of the net and going all the way around, he actually was on the post. He had kind of no choice but to jump straight back down. Nwpo dunked on his low 50. That's actually not the best flip, which you wouldn't really comment on normally. You know, sometimes people don't perfectly move around the field, but that's rare for Nwpo. Just a wasted side flip. And Nwpo to the air. Will it be another bump attempt? It probably will, and this time LuiisP not getting around it. This one set up a bit better, forcing Luis to make a really high attempt on the save, and then protecting LuiisP with 30 seconds. Trying to play his lead a little bit here as he just plays passively behind the ball. He's looking to bait Nwpo into being a bit overzealous, and that's exactly what happens here, except Nwpo can't afford to be pre-jumping these kind of saves. He has to save now, pre-flip from LuiisP, going to put it on target, and that should waste enough time, even if Nwpo is able to control it. Game number 1. Nwpo out of the Team Liquid. Fennec most likely. We'll see what he's back into. Fennec. No decal. The extinction of the Octane has been slow. I see an Octane. I see 2 Octanes in this game, which is crazy to think that there would ever be a day. Now Nwpo from the midfield. Just really wide swing from LuiisP. It actually ends up working out. Nwpo can't punish. If he had played his dribble quicker, no shot. That was the correct movement from LuiisP. This time, Nwpo punishes what is probably way too far of a cheat from LuiisP out to the midfield left. So he'll head out to the midfield. Strong pinch. Luis sends it to the side wall. Nwpo's trying to pin him back. Great recovery. The movement from even simple situations like that is so impressive to me. Nwpo needs to pop the ball, and he needs to recover perfectly. And that's exactly the moment I'm talking about. And he lands so smooth. And that's just not easy. Well, no, it's just that it moves around the field with perfection. Nwpo gonna get another 4-2 lead for him. We'll see if he starts to rip a couple early shots. Nwpo continues to get these reads. That's just straight on. Nwpo dunking in the corner. As I think he did just reset on that 100 boosts. Do I think Flakes would beat these 2 guys in 1v1? I think Flakes could. I haven't seen Flakes playing much 1v1 recently, but he did play, I believe it was Fearfest Finale, right? Or one of the tournaments I did recently. Or maybe it was, yeah, I think that's what it was. I think he qualified through the qualifier for that. And then ended up playing the 3 players who finished top 3. Take a clean possession now as LuiisP has to back off. Nwpo launching a flick. I actually don't see him go for flicks as often as some other 1v1ers, but nice cuts. Nwpo on the bounce dribble. Has been able to find his offense again. And has worked a little bit of the ground game in. Luis to the air. Nwpo up at the same exact time. I don't think we've seen LuiisP go for an aerial that Nwpo didn't jump before him. It looked really silly. They looked really silly. And most of the time, it just led to goals. And Nwpo showing right now that he has perfected it here, at least against LuiisP. He has completely stopped his aerial game. One last opportunity to get his aerial game going. Shot taken from way too far out of the net. So Nwpo gonna have no trouble getting the save, and thankfully we don't have to watch one more goal replay. The ball hits the ground before the 11th goal. Luis into the air dribble. His resets too late on the goal line. Nwpo just playing back goal line defense. And usually the way to... Nwpo has the save and the counter. LuiisP to the air again. This time Nwpo off the ceiling. And he's able to intercept it. LuiisP on the ground. The bump. Nwpo attempted kickoff goal. Luis trying to be smart with this save. He doesn't want to just pop the ball right back out to Nwpo. And you can see this whole time he's just playing the whole possession. He's not going all in on any one of these saves, because if he did, immediately the possession would be over. And maybe even Clears want to get into the Showmatch game now that the MENA regionals are over. Gonna attack through the sky. This time Nwpo doesn't have the boost, but still finds a way to get the save. And not only that, a possession-ending save as he gets to the corner boost first, and he's immediately back the other way. This 50, though, is actually a Luis goal. At least it should be. Long bounce dribble from LuiisP. Wow, what a hook shot. The ground has been his so far. Nwpo wanted to challenge the hook shot early, but decided he needed to play it a bit differently. We have seen him get a couple nice flicks and plays off the ground, but he hands this one over to LuiisP, who was just going to lob a long shot. Nwpo doesn't get the save. He was going all the way to the ceiling to make the save, and then had to get back down to the ground. And I actually still thought he had it. Nwpo not going to go to the side wall. Instead, going to pull up into an air dribble. A little ground to air. Yeah, Luis is going to throw him a nice one. It's a very fast dribble to take. Straight down the center of the field. You can see Luis, for a moment, looked like Nwpo thought about taking that midfield boost, but decided just to go back for his long shot. And LuiisP didn't grab it, but LuiisP went all the way there. I want to see, is there a reason why? Oh, I mean, he meant to grab it, right? LuiisP going to be able to get to this corner boost first. Nwpo trying to pre-jump the 50. Succeeded. Can he get the angle? He can. Nwpo changing the meta here on these corner challenges. Normally so risky. Has either super rush the challenge on LuiisP's dribbles by going off the ceiling or pre-jumping him. But whenever he doesn't do that, he just reacts on the goal line. And LuiisP is using his movements too far out so that Nwpo can see what's happening, react, and then get the save this time. And now he's going to be able to pick up 100 in this corner, and he'll not be able to beat LuiisP, but it doesn't matter. He actually baited him into going for it, and then just takes his goal. Makes it look like he's going to chase him there. So LuiisP, oh, that last flip was certainly his demise. Nwpo is going to play the smart game and roll it away. So game number 3. Going to Nwpo as he takes a 2-1 lead. Means Luis able to steal the ball away. But a keep away from Luis as he sees Nwpo going all in to get to the ball. And if he can get it completely around him, it's going to send Nwpo into the stratosphere away from the play. And Nwpo has very consistently been challenging in the corner, and you see LuiisP react to that. Didn't work out for him here. But because Nwpo's been winning these dunks and converting for goals, LuiisP tries to chip the ball out immediately, but he gets the follow-up save, and he is just speed over everything else. What an unfortunate bounce. There are so many bounces in that corner that go just fine for LuiisP, and he follows it up, but that was the one that doesn't work. Oh, Luis. He is picking up from Nwpo and playing the unrelenting speed game, which is something that LuiisP actually... LuiisP catch, flick, when Nwpo is playing that goal line defense that he's gone to a few different times. You don't want to make your outplay movements too far away from the net. Nwpo's going to get a free possession here as LuiisP backs off. Nwpo onto the side wall. He has started to recognize that LuiisP is challenging incredibly early, because you know this is not how he normally sets up his wall to air dribbles. He's essentially perfect with them. Nwpo hangs around till the last second before backing off and still win the show match. And we will see if that pays off. Pass to himself off the back wall. Luis ready for it and dunks it in for a goal. It's for a goal of his own. 6-2. It's looking like a game 5, barring a huge run here late. We saw him earlier playing a great patience game when he needed to convert on a win, but this is going to work as well. Nwpo wants to go next. LuiisP aggressive to finish off game number 4. Best possible 1v1er. Luis attacking the other way. The aerial game is yet to hit for him, and it's not going to hit here as Nwpo gets the save. Tons of movement on the flip by LuiisP as well. Air dribble bump will be the first goal, foregoing the boost. Often in ones, it's a trade-off. Somebody gets possession, the other person gets the 100, and then you play from there. Whether it's the right play or not, a few different times now. LuiisP will do the more classic style. Nwpo back to his antics. Oh, he could have finished this off. I think he was just wave dashing away, you know, just half-mindedly or what am I, absent-mindedly. Game 5, very crucial next goal to be scored. Nwpo pre-jumping, try and cover angles, but doing well to not use any boost. Even though LuiisP steals his corner, he's saved 47, and he's going to follow this up. Small fake challenge at the midfield. Get LuiisP up. Nwpo knows he's going to have to use all 25. You see Luis not going for the steal. Instead, staying directly on the ball. And even that's not good enough. I think if he wants to stay on the ball like this, he's down 2 now with a minute left to go. Needed that hook shot to be on target. He was trying to get it just inside that right post. Nwpo has turned on maximum speed again, which can be very frustrating as the game winds down. And Nwpo is totally fine with playing keep away. Now he's going to try and go the full distance of the field from his back wall. Normally something we see him do a lot in 1v1s. And then couldn't recover back. Nwpo's going to get another. 7-3. It was close down to the wire, but Nwpo plays his lead well late in this game and makes it look like it was a blowout. GG's. Thanks for playing, Nwpo and Luis.